Laksarap, Red Horse Beer. Drink responsibly.
This is DWJE 88.1 FM Radio Pangasinan, whose sole mission is to inform, to educate, to entertain, delivering to all Pangasinenses news that is true, public service that is sincere, commentary that is fair, and entertainment that is proudly Pangasinense. This is your DWJE 88.1 FM Radio Pangasinan, going beyond just being number one, working towards total domination.
Jad Dagupan, walay saksakay ya radio station ya iyayag nasaray Dagupenyo. Jad mamalingling, mangin,
Paborito.
mayombo,
Paborito.
pantal,
Paborito.
poblasyon weste,
Paborito.
kadyat Puguchiko,
Paborito.
aya, so
88.1 Radyo Pangasinan. Popular sa balita, popular sa musika. Pangasinan Govwaves Network Corporation. Sa Pangasinan, we are the number one pop music station. DWJE 88.1 FM Radyo Pangasinan.
Paborito.
Paboritong ang kabataan at matatanda. Paboritong pakinggan sa bus, tricycle, jeep at mga opisina. Paborito mo, paborito ko, paborito natin lahat. DWJE 88.1 FM Radyo Pangasinan.
Number one pop music station.
Paborito.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated GP.
GP? Ano yun?
Garantisadong pampaborito. SPM Saray Balitan Matuwa ed Radyo Pangasinan. Programan magipasabi na Saray Matuan nagagawa ed balay, probinsya, bansa, tandyan intiron mundo. SPM Saray Balitan Matuwa ed Radyo Pangasinan. Kaulo, Kantabayo, say lawas karo tangka paborito yo. Joseph Kanilang Bacanihes. PM Saray Balitan Matuwa ed Radyo Pangasinan. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 9 hanggang alas 10 na kabuwasan. SPM
Sakay matuatan matunong iago na Biyernes Pangasinan Dagupan. Wadyala so Saray Balitan Matuwa. SBM say kabusol na Saray MBTF managbalitay tilatan fake news. SBM Saray Balitan Matuwa with JCB Joseph Kanilang Bacani. Jad technical side si Mr. END Engineer Nixon Dakal. Agaw lang na Biyernes natan at ating tanagagik petsa 17 la at bulan na Abril at taon 2026. By the way, at Sayan Agaw petsa 17 at indeklara na Malacanang Sayan Agaw Biyernes Abril 17 at sa kaya special yan non-working day at bali na bulinaw. Ayon po yan sa proclamation number 1212 12-12 at anong sa proklamasyon na tatang tanagagik ang naturang deklarasyon ay kaugnay ng pagdiriwang ng Mangunguna Festival sa nasabing bayan kung saan binibigyang pagkakataon ng mga residente na ganap na makibahagi at makisaya sa selebrasyon. Nilagdaan ng kautosan sa bisa ng otoridad ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. sa pamamagitan ni Acting Executive Secretary Ralph Recto. So, happy Mangunguna Festival. Sasabog na ang mga fireworks, hindi dahil sa festival na magaganap sa Bulinaw at Tatang Tanagagik, Nuag-ingon lapod saya aso impakarol na say manunan witness at say flood control fiasco at atong tanagagik andi aron si Zaldico. Ya say kwanto ng DILG Secretary John Vic Rimulya. Fireworks na yan. Kwanto? Fireworks na yan. All bets are off. Hindi na natin alam kung anong sasabihin niya. Kwanto? At least, Zaldico will be under oath sa Sandigan Bayan. He is liable for perjury kung magsinungaling siya. Lilitisin siya and he has a chance to defend himself. Kanyan alagaran tayo. Alagaran tayo tatong tanagagik so pasabog dating Congressman Zaldico. Sa may karuman at wala man sa kumpirmasyon manalapod kinan Presidente Bongbong Marcos yatwan narala. Initially, sa ibabagan na sa Department of Foreign Affairs at ang gaponiso sa may confirmation. Pero after an hour, kinumpirma mismo ng Presidente BBM yatwan narala si Zaldico, who is now detained, demanded Prague at atong nanagagik, yanarada after crossing into the Czech Republic without proper documentation, kanyang si katunatan at under the custody Nazaray Czech authorities. At kabansag na satan ay empakaro dat kinan Zaldico wala mo sa statement na sa kapulisan tayo. Pati sa kapulisan tayo talagang mangitirma na statement kwanta no kanupugan o mitirol labat. Pero basan ko so saya sa statement malalapod kapulisan tayo tatin tanagagik. Jasay kwanda, the Philippine National Police takes note of the statement of the President regarding the reported arrest of former lawmaker Elizalde Zaldico, who is said to be currently detained in Prague under the custody of Czech authorities. Yasay kwanta niya tatang tanagagik, the PNP is coordinating with concerned government agencies and international law enforcement counterparts to verify the details of this development through official channels. Hakinay. Imbawag na sa Presidente, i-verify yun Kaya sirin man siya at sa may statement to ng Presidente BBM. Akin at i-verify yun babasan ko la bata so sa statement na PNP. Sa kwanta niya tatang tanagagik in line with the President's statement, the PNP stands ready to provide necessary assistance and support in ensuring that all legal processes are properly observed, including coordination for his possible return to the Philippines. Further updates will be provided as soon as information is officially confirmed. PNP na, ang iturmat na statement sa Armed Forces of the Philippines Magiturmat na statement. Pero dyan Senado, sa kwantulan ng Senador Panfilo Lacson, si Katoso Senate President pro tempore, iyarap dan tampol, ipatawag dan tampol at Senate Blue Ribbon Committee si dating Congressman Zaldico, ipatawag dan tampol at Senate Blue Ribbon Committee Tapian Halinuan Lara. Kanyan say ilaluan natin na sa rituto say reaction data ating tanagagik niya ay nahuli na si Zaldi. Pagsalitain nyo na yan at papirmahin dahil meron siyang binit lang mag-ama at magpinsan. Don't let him die or you will be blamed. Don't make him recant because people already know. Kwanda. Sa ikwantong natan balat. Attorney Rowena Guanzon. Ngayong nahuli na si Zaldico, balik tayo sa flood control kaysa sa impeachment. Iharap nyo ngayon sa Blue Ribbon si Saldico, yung mga 18 Marines, si Governor Chavez Singson, ang mga Diskaya at wala ni binila to, yung Martin Luther King. Siyupatan kasi. Pero ang tiyatating tanagagi at sa may dudungalan impeachment at sa may inyarap ng Madriaga, babagatan si Katoso sa kaya star witness da walay balibalin may eksplanasyon ta pantutungtungan pandidibatian at sa may Committee on Justice at House of Representatives sa tatang tanagagi whether or not si Madriaga is a credible witness. At apasikmatan ko may eksplanasyon. Nasa kaya marlang yung abogado, marunong. Kapkabat yung tanatatong tanagagi si POB. Bali-bali man sa eksplanasyon to whether or not Madriaga is a credible witness. Dangalanti pa. Sa eksplanasyon to at atong tanagagi, i-share ko si kayo. Tapian dyan tanat makaaral tayo. Anta tayo so batik na loy. At Pilipinas, anta tayo so kurang yagagawan ng tura tayo rules. Yan ang pag-obserbahan no wala ray hearing at korte aguntan. Dangalan tayo. So sayan statement to ng POB.
I will never take Ramil Madriaga as a witness. At hindi ito dahil natatakot ako sa sasabihin niya. This is because I understand exactly what happens the moment he takes the stand. Kasi sa batas, hindi sapat na may kwento ka. Hindi sapat na dramatic ang testimony mo. Ang witness must be credible, competent, and consistent. At doon pa lang, may problema na. Because you have a man who, by his own admission, allowed his name to be used as a dummy in financial transactions. Siya mismo ang nagsabi, millions passed through accounts under his name. Accounts he claims he did not even personally open. Checks he signed without full knowledge. So, ang tanong ngayon, if you were willing to lend your identity then, why should the court believe you are protecting the truth now? At hindi pa dyan natatapos. You are dealing with a detained witness, facing a kidnapping for ransom case, a charge so serious that it is non-bailable. Hindi ito simpleng kaso. This is not a minor allegation you can brush aside. And let's be very clear, this is not even his first time to be detained. So now, you place him on the witness stand. Anong dala niya? A history of detention, a pending non-bailable case, and every possible motive to cooperate, to negotiate, or to survive. In litigation, that is not strength. That is vulnerability. That is cross-examination waiting to happen. And then you step into the House Committee on Justice. At doon, lalong lumawak ang problema. Because in one breath, he claims he personally handled massive cash movements. 125 million pesos allegedly disbursed in less than 24 hours. In another, he ties himself to multiple narratives, bank transactions, political plots, internal dealings, lahat na. Too many claims, too many moving parts, too little insulation from contradiction. At kapag ganyan kalawak ang kwento mo, hindi ka na witness, you become a risk. Because every time additional claim is another entry point for impeachment. Every inconsistent, kahit maliit, becomes a crack. And in court, you don't need to destroy the entire testimony. You just need to introduce doubt about the witness. Meron pa, he admits feeling betrayed. He says he was abandoned. So now, hindi lang credibility ang issue, pumasok na ang bias. Is he testifying for truth? Or is he testifying because he has something to gain or something to settle? That is a question no serious litigator wants hanging over their case. Kaya nga when I say I will never take Madriaga as a witness, understand this. I am not rejecting his story. rejecting the risk he brings to the stand. Because the moment you present a witness like that, you are no longer in control of your case. You are handing the other side a loaded weapon. At hindi ko gagawin yun. Hindi ako kukuha ng witness na bago pa siya i-cross, he has already impeached himself. Because in the end, this is not about who speaks the loudest. This is about who survives the rules of evidence. And any lawyer can present a witness, but only a disciplined one knows when that witness will destroy everything the moment he opens his mouth. Another day.
Halikas yung manatatang tanagagi ka. At least malilinaw man si baga-baga to ng POV. Wala ni man ingan so di ba may painting ibabagaton si katoy ang irigalo yung paggawaton sa eskola to ya later on walay limutaw ya ibabagaton si kato mismo so ang itan nasama ng regalo at si Vice President Sara Duterte tan aliwan scholar ya anon Madriaga. So ante explanation depensa na sa may abogado to ng Madriaga. Well, nagkakamali tayo minsan kanto luri kita na ibaga to at ating tanagagi man abogado matanto nagkakamali tayo minsan kanto. Kaya tama si POV. Ay nako, kanyan jud sayo untumbok ya hearing na Committee on Justice agdala iyarap si Madriaga tani luri ka manay ako natatalusan noon to'y mentalidad mat na say aray Pilipino to ya nanipata atin tanagagi pati sa may inyakisto may statement to na congressman palaman niya congressman anak nun kini senador may statement to ng congressman erase the records pero may inyakisto ng Madriaga ipa-record that. Please put that on record, konda. Tika balik santuman. Sarag tipi ang gano aliwan wala may tatawagan dan no marunong kan mandrama. Sarag mo pa unakis ang gano aliwan bukal sa kaluuban. Ang gantan. Yung speech ni Congressman Marcoleta pinabura sa record. Pero yung kay Madriaga, please put it in record that he cried. Pati iyak ba pinare-record na ngayon? And they call themselves unbiased? Ayun na lang sinabi ni POB, agaw tanatatan tanagagig. Na he was abandoned kwanto ng Madriaga. Pumasok na yung bias doon. Kanto, di ba? So anong ang natigat mam natan? Umbawi? You took the witnesses stand para makabawi. O diba? Ay, agi. Ay, manaya at atong tanagagik. Happy Fiesta at Barangay Mangin. Hatan na ba ta walay ibasa kat sa kaya atong tanagagik ya statement to ng punong barangay Benedict Cayabyab. Barangay Mangin Fiesta 2026 sa ikwanto atatong tanagagik mga kabarangay. Alinsunod sa proklamasyon ng Pangulo sa ilalim ng Executive Order 110 na naglalagay sa bansa sa ilalim ng National Energy Emergency, nagpasya ang Barangay Council ng Mangin na bawasan at gawing mas simple ang mga aktibidad para sa ating fiesta bilang pakikisa sa pagtitipid ng enerhiya. Kwanto. Gayunpaman, tuloy pa rin po ang ating selebrasyon at inaanyayahan namin ang lahat na makiisa sa mga sumusunod na aktibidad. April 18, bukas, alas 5 ng hapon, may prosesyon ng St. Andrew the Apostle. Okay? So, prosesyon ng St. Andrew the Apostle. And then, April 19, 6:30 a.m., Fiesta Mass. Sabay. And then, alas 10 na kabuosan, following that Fiesta Mass, blessing and inauguration of the newly constructed multi-purpose barangay hall. And then, sa April 21, 2026, 9 a.m. magkakaroon ng animal anti-rabies vaccination. And then, yan na lang. Ganun na lang kasimple ang selebrasyon ng Barangay Piesta sa Barangay Mangin. So, sabi ni Cap Benedict Cayabyab, maraming salamat po sa inyong pangunawa at kooperasyon. Sama-sama po nating pagdiwang ang ating fiesta ng may saya, pagkakaisa at responsibilidad. Si Katutan, so mensahe ng Barangay Mangin punong Barangay Benedict Cayabyab, Judge Ciudad na Dagupan. Ay ni wala ibabagadanatan na tatang tanagagik mga kapaborito ya latest result na sa survey na Okta. Ay atay Okta sa kelsari manunaan niya mangi-re-release na sa survey daya gagawin na tatang tanagagik. Sa ibabagadanatan, lumilit daw ang agwat sa presidential preference para sa 2028 habang nananatiling nangunguna si Vice President Sara Duterte kasunod ng pagangat ng suporta kay Leni Robredo. Sa inilabas na datos ng Okta Research, nakakuha si Duterte ng 33% habang si Robredo ay nasa 21%. Ay, lumiliit na nga. Leading pa rin si BP Sara pero malaki ang itinasang numbers ni Mayor Leni Cuanda. At pinapakita ng resulta na kahit may malinaw pang lamang ang Vice Presidente, unti-unti nang nagiging competitive ang laban na maaring magpahiwatig ng pagbabago sa political momentum habang papalapit ang halalan. And in line with that atatan tanagagik, wala ingon sa mga isasuggest, wala sakuyat o, isasuggest to natan atatong tanagagik, that the First Lady, Liza Araneta Marcos could be a strong candidate for the presidency in a future election. Kwanto? Speaking during a press conference held earlier this evening, kwanto yung balita tatong tanagagig, sa kwanto ng a certain Tony Cirelis, he emphasized that Araneta Marcos possesses the qualification and experience necessary to lead the country. He noted that when compared to other potential contenders, she stands out as a capable and competent figure who could guide the nation effectively. Si Katutan mat sa pananisya da at ating tanagagig. Pero arawin ni sa eleksyon. Palabas ang tini barangay tan SK eleksyon. Meron tayo latan lang ti at ating tanagagig. Jadban sa tayo matlanti. Arawin ni, pero wala laray mantatarya. Wala laray manatarget at ating tanagagig. Akin tanakaw ko lang day mantarya. Nakaw ko lang day mantarget. Tapyan jaruntan, naoksoy day clout da, no siya pare kaulup da, no siya pare makatulong at si karatatang tanagagig at sayan arapan na eleksyon. At natan imimuestra dala. Tapyan jaruntan, mawaya-waya. So, may arapon dandalan kasabi na sa 2028 eleksyon. Kanya nuntan, so preparasyon da. Arawin ni man preparalara. Pero napag sa nunot ang tayatatan tanagagik, let's learn from the past. Let's learn from the lessons of the past. Tapian jaruntan at nanunong tayo so maliwliwawa yadalan. Nanunong tayo so malimliwawa yadalan at ating tanagagik. Tapian sa future na sa bansa tayo mabisbiskag ya abuton nasaray unsublay ya inerasyon. Sara may man birthday na April, yaman parehistro o renewal na sa driver's license. At wala man so gangan, ya di ba pinalawig pa po ng LTO yung registration. At sabi dito sa ating balita, bilang tugon sa direktiba ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. na hindi na pahirapan ang pahirapan, hindi na pahirapan, pahirapan is different. Pahirapan is mahirap siya proseso, pero may pahirapan agdakila pairapon. Agkila kuno pairapon, agdala pairapan sa publiko. Ay pinalawig po ng Land Transportation Office ang bisa ng motor vehicle registration at driver's license na mapapaso ngayong Abril. O, di ba good news? Sa inilabas na memorandum ng LTO, extended ng hanggang 3 buwan ang deadline ng renewal at registration at wala ring ipapataw na multa sa panahong ito. Masirswertire niya na April tankin to. Mamparihis riluganan da April to. At tandaan nyo na, tatang talagagik. U.S. President Donald Trump posted an apparently AI-generated image of Jesus embracing him days after he deleted a post that prompted criticism that the Republican president had compared himself to Jesus. Ante, tatang talagagik, ako na talagang nandurman kritisismo so sayang ginawa ng U.S. President Donald Trump. Ya wala ni breaking news sa tatang tanagagik ya balitan tayo ya sara may agagi ng Pope Leo XIV makakaawat na bomb threat at tatang tanagagik makakawat iranatan na bomb threat. The report na sa Illinois authorities they are now investigating bomb threat at residents linked to Pope Leo XIV's brother. Ngyutan ay tuwa ayagi natan wala statement na sa ng Cardinal David. A statement of Caloocan Bishop Pablo Virgilio Ambo Cardinal David to American Catholics. Sa kwanto atatan tanagagik ibasak. The world does not look upon you with condemnation, but with hope that the same democratic spirit that has shaped your nation can still act with wisdom, humility, and resolve. There is still time to safeguard what is best in your traditions, to ensure that leadership remains grounded not in self-exaltation but in service. In this spirit, I invite you to join Pope Leo XIV and the whole Church in praying and working tirelessly for peace. Peace that is rooted not in domination, but in justice, not in fear, but in solidarity, not in power, but in love. We continue to pray for you, that you may be guided by conscience, by faith, and by a deep sense of responsibility not only to your nation, but to the family of nations. Si katutan susamay karuto na Cardinal David, samput man, pero jad gapo-gapo, sa kwanto ni atatong tanagagi, dear American Catholics, we write to you not as critics from afar, but as your brothers and sisters in faith, conscious that what happens in your nation deeply affects the whole world. Kanto. Recently, your country's head of state, Donald Trump, shared on social media an AI-generated image portraying himself in a role strikingly reminiscent of a healer, even a savior, one who restores, protects, and redeems. Whatever the intention behind it, the message it conveys is difficult to ignore. It presents a vision of leadership that borders on the messianic. For us as Christians, this raises serious questions. We believe in only one Savior, not one who demands blood for blood, but one who offers himself body and blood for sinners like us. And we have learned often through painful history how dangerous it can be when political power begins to assume religious overtones. What is even more troubling, kwanto, is the concrete reality that accompanies such imagery. The exercise of power on the global stage, marked by actions that disregard international law, weaken long-standing institutions, and intensify conflicts, has consequences far beyond national borders. The suffering in regions already burdened by war, including Iran and the wider Middle East, reminds us that decisions made in positions of great authority are never merely domestic. They shape the fate of peoples and nations. The United States has long stood as a builder of international order and advocate at its best moments for the rule of law among nations and for institutions that seek peace and cooperation. These are not small legacies. They are part of what the world has admired and in many ways depended upon. So, dear brothers and sisters, kwanto ng Cardinal David, democracy is both a gift and a responsibility. It entrusts to citizens not only the freedom to choose their leaders, but also the duty to hold them accountable. No nation is immune from error in its choices. History is full of such moments. But what defines a people is not the absence of mistakes, it is the courage to correct them. Your Constitution provides you with the means to ensure that power remains accountable to truth, to justice, and to the common good. These are not merely political mechanisms. They are moral instruments instructed to your discernment, especially when world peace is at stake. The violence, destruction, and economic hardship now being experienced by nations affected by the conflict in the Middle East are realities that no people would ever wish upon them. Respectfully and fraternally, your fellow Catholics from around the world. Si Katuta Nagagig. So statement to ng Caloocan Bishop Pablo Virgilio Ambo, Cardinal David, at Sare American Catholics. SBM, Saray Balitan Matwa. Kabusol na Saray MBTF, managbalitay tilatan fake news. Umpawil, kaya rin nasaren pakabatan paimano, malalapunid Saray Manangantabay.
Ang puta-putang Iran Balita.
Huwag niyo akong subukan.
I am sorry.
Kung walang kurap, walang mahirap.
My God, I hate trucks.
Hiya naman kayo sa inyong kapwa Pilipino.
Ang puta-putang Iran Sunata. Son, ang puta-putang Iran Impormasyon. Ayos, sa number 1 pop music station. DWJE 88.1 FM. Radyo Pangasinan.
Paborito.
Want to escape the hustle and bustle of city life? Look no further than the River Palm Hotel and Resort, the premier destination for affordable luxury in Pangasinan. Nestled in the heart of Barangay Banyaga, Bugalyon, our hotel is surrounded by the breathtaking beauty of the Agno River. Our haven for comfort embodies the essence of Southeast Asian hospitality. Whether you're seeking a romantic getaway, a family vacation, or just a peaceful retreat, the River Palm Hotel and Resort is the perfect choice. So what are you waiting for? Book a tranquil experience where unforgettable memories are waiting to be made. For reservations and more information, visit our Facebook page, River Palm Hotel and Resort. Your home by the river awaits you.
Ngayong 2025 ay ang ika-100 taon ng pagbibigay serbisyong pangkalusugan ng Region 1 Medical Center bilang isa ng 1,500 bed capacity na ospital. Mas marami pa ang mapapagaling at buhay na madudugtungan ng ospital di lamang sa Pangasinan kundi sa buong Northern Luzon sa tulong ng 12 accredited residency training programs at 13 active specialty centers nito: Cancer Center, Dermatology Center, Eye Center, Heart Center, Toxicology Center, Burn Care Unit, Center for Mental Health, Acute Stroke Unit, Geriatric Center, Infectious Disease Center, Kidney Transplant Unit, Lung Center, at Trauma Center. Patuloy na mangunguna ang R1MC sa pagpapaigting at pagpapaibayo ng dekalidad na healthcare delivery hanggang sa susunod na siglo. 100 years of healing, compassion, and service. Region 1 Medical Center, ang inyong partner sa kalusugan. Region 1, number 1.
Asahan po ninyo ang dekalidad na serbisyo sa Region 1 Medical Center at ng Department of Health. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Dr. Joseph Roland Omihia, ang inyong Centennial Medical Center Chief ng R1MC. Sa bagong Pilipinas, bawat buhay mahalaga.
ang inyong official summer station. Ito po ang DWJE 88.1 FM, Radyo Pangasinan.
Talagang summer ang saya-saya dito sa Pangasinan. Halina na mula Lingayen Beach, saya di mapantayan. Kasama barkada, buong pamilya. Summer ang saya, oh oh oh, dito sa Pangasinan. Go go go, saan ka man, dala ang saya. Summer ang saya, oh oh oh, Pangasinan, sigaw ang go-go. Init at saya, sabay-sabay nating maranasan. Radyo Pangasinan,
Your fun under the sun summer station.
summer ang saya.
Ang lahat ng opinyon at pananaw sa susunod na bahagi ng programa ay galing sa host anchor at panauhin lamang at hindi pananaw ng mga producers at ng pamunuan ng DWJE Radyo Pangasinan at Pangasinan Gulf Waves Network Corporation. SPM Saray Balitan Matuwa at Radyo Pangasinan. Programan magipasabi na Saray Matuwan nagagawa at balay. Probinsya, bansa, tanjat intiron mundo. SPM Saray Balitan Matuwa at Radyo Pangasinan. Kaulo, Cantabayo, Lawas Caro, tangka paborito yo. Joseph Kanilang Bacanihes. PM Saray Balitan Matuwa at Radyo Pangasinan. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 9 hanggang alas 10 na kabusan. SBM SBM is brought to you by Mars Restaurant, Galila, Mangantila, and Mars Restaurant. Matatagpuan sa Rufinas Square, Binmaloy, Pangasinan, just along the highway near Dagupan City. A perfect venue for a dinner date. Mars Restaurant. Come hungry, live happy.
Totoo po yan. Kaya kayo po pag nakain po sa Mars Restaurant, you come hungry, you will live happy. You will live happy. Aalis po kayong masaya. Kaya kung gusto niyo pong kumain for a delectable yet budget-friendly treat, dyan na po sa Mars Restaurant. Ang kanilang operating hours, 4 o'clock in the afternoon hanggang alas 11 ng gabi. They are also open for lunch reservations. Basta inform them ahead of time. So, Mars will truly satisfy your cravings. Kung gusto nyo ng yung baby back and pork ribs, try their melt in your mouth baby back and pork ribs. Try also their mouth-watering cuts of steaks like their ribeye, sirloin, T-bone, porterhouse, strip loin steaks. And you will not also go wrong with their savory bangos a la pobre, jam-packed with aromatic garlic beets. Meron din po silang ultimate Pinoy pulutan, gaya po ng kanilang signature mix or beef innards, sisig, chicharon bulaklak, and their chicken supernova. Meron din po silang bulalo and sinigang to comfort you. Diba? Yan ang gusto natin mga Pinoy . And if you are craving for light meals, try also the rich aligi pasta or their out-of-the-ordinary Spanish sardines pasta. And also their chicken teriyaki wrap and New York strips wrap. Diba ang ganda? Ang sarap. Kaya if you go to Mars Restaurant, you will have a perfect venue for satisfying dates or late night cravings. Mars Restaurant, matatagpuan po yan sa Rufinas Square sa Binmalay, Pangasinan. Okay, hello and good morning nga pala sa ating mga masugid na taga-subaybay. One is Madam Emma Lipio. Madam Emma, ingat po kayo ha. Sabi ko nga sa aking message sa kanya, kasi naka-schedule po siyang magpa-opera ng kanyang katarata for today. Si Madam Emma na siya pong tumatayong presidente mo ngayon ng Senior Citizens Association ng Barangay Basing. Sabi ko nga sa kanya, may the good Lord be with you today, and praying for your successful operation ng iyong katarata. Praying for the successful operation of your katarata and your immediate recovery. Ingat po, Madam Emma, and God bless. Likewise, sa mga single ladies, good morning. Lalong-lalo na kay Nanay Bihing, yung makuli-kuli lawa sa tutundan na mantatrabaho, manlalakoy sira. Untan mat di Nanay Kunching, si Kagawad Esperanza, tan si Dr. Perla. Good morning. At sa lahat ng mga senior citizens ng Barangay Basing, magandang umaga po sa inyo. O sa ating mga kabataan, huwag niyong kalilimutan yung mensahe ni Archbishop Sok Villegas. Sabi niya sa mga kabataang Gen Z ng Archdiocese Lingayen Dagupan na maging mapanuri at huwag basta magpabudol sa gitna ng umiinit na socio-political na sitwasyon sa bansa. Be wise, be wise. Be wise and be wary. Yakwanda tatang tanagagik, yan jaruntan at ang isipin po ninyo ang inyong future. Ano ang inyong future? Magiging maganda pa. Para maging maganda ang future, dapat pumili tayo ng maayos at mabuting leader. Okay, walay tepat da yata itong tanagagikay. Narinig daw kasi nila, laging ang statement is, sagot lahat. Sagot lahat ni Mayor, yung mga ganito ganyan, yung mga activities. Tuloy, may mga taong nagtataka, saan kaya kumukuha ng pantustos si Mayor? Saan kaya nanggagaling yung mga pantustos ni Mayor? Kung saan man nanggagaling, wala na po tayong pakialam doon. Pero, ito ang tanong. Sabi nga nila, saan kaya kumukuha? Kasi malalaking activities yan. Malalaking activities yan na tatong tanagagik. And although nayari anda, wala anda siguro at tatong tanagagik, so they could provide services like that. Sponsor services like that. At sa tapat na natin balat at atong tanagagig, saan kaya? Saan kaya? Anyway, kumusta kaya ang koleksyon ng LGU na sa STL? Siyempre at atong tanagagig, magmula noong tawag nito, kasi nansaman sa weteng, STL is weteng to paamutan, kasi illegal. Pero nung hinawakan po yan ng Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office o PCSO, naging legal po ang operasyon at tinawag po nilang Small Town Lottery. Now, under the agreement, lahat ng local government units sa Pilipinas will receive a share from Small Town Lottery o STL. Say proceeds to ikanadaad local health and social programs. Local health and social programs mandated by the 2020 STL Revised Implementing Rules and Regulations. So generally, yung po mga host cities and municipalities, tumatanggap po yan ng 5%. 5%. Samantalang sa probinsya, tumatanggap lang po sila ng 2% from the PCSO Charity Fund. And this fund are intended to bolster local medical supplies, nutrition programs, and social services. Social services. So, ano po yung mga key details on LGU STL shares? Ang basis po niyan, the 2020 STL Revised Implementing Rules and Regulations. So, further explaining it, ano po yung shares distribution? Nabanggit na natin, cities and municipalities, 5% of PCSO Charity Fund. Sa mga probinsya, 2% of PCSO Charity Fund. Ano ang purpose? Para mas malinaw po, the funds are intended for medical missions, medicine donations, hospitalization assistance, procurement of medical equipment, and nutrition/milk feeding programs. Okay? The funds are intended for medical missions, medicine donations, hospitalization assistance, procurement of medical equipment, and nutrition/milk feeding programs. So dyan po gagamitin yung pong pundo na ibibigay ng PCSO as share ng isang LGU, ng isang municipality, which is 5% of the PCSO charity fund, agaunta na tatin tanagayik, iter na PCSO tan, at sa rin nanduruman, munisipyo, balay, cities. Iter dat sa rin LGUs. In return, atan niya kwarta natan, usaran na sarayan LGUs for medical missions. No walay medical missions, mangimbitari doktor, mangituriran na libreng tambal. Sarag yun ikonsulta, iraratay lilik na yung bublay na laman. Adlaman, at ating tanagagi kaguntan. So, medical missions, medicine donations, mangituriran na libreng tambal. Hospitalization assistance, untulong irad sa rin na ospital, yung napipakayaritan mambayar na sa may bilda. Ganun. Wala mo't may procurement of medical equipment. Mangon saliwiran, nasaratay niyarin x-ray machine, tuniratan niya niyarin makatulong at yung medical, mangitan na medical assistance, at saray kabaluyan da, at kada munisipyo, kada balay, or syudad. Katutan so nutrition and milk feeding programs. Sa panapan na sanay pundo, yausaran at sararatan, manlapo at STL, Small Town Lottery, 5% na PCSO Charity Fund on Lad Sikara. So in 2022, LGUs nearly received balbalog agagik. Antayo na pigari awatan na sa LGUs. With that 5%, nearly 1 billion pesos in combined Lotto and STL shares. With STL shares amounting to over 552 million. Balbalag anto. Balbalag agagik. So, nayarin pa na paganda tay 1 billion, nayarin pa na paganda tay 552 million. Makanan ng timot kumuna unyan amount. In reality, yan to. Pigara kasin bagso na kargatuya. So, 552 million. O pigaran bagso na kargatutay 1 billion. Pigaran duffel bag. Yaunungad kinan madriaga. Say, may duffel bag. Say, uusaran na sa bangko yung duffel bag. May singa esquiron tanto ay apandukay. Wala ka nang nangalay. Pero may panang nang duffel bag at sika to, tayo na may bagya may usaran nyo naman bakasyon kayo, na kayo man travel kayo, pabilog aguntan, araman sa panang nang da. So, pigara kasi. So, nayari na karga na sa kayo duffel bag. Pigaran duffel bags. So, sustuan na sa 1 billion pesos. Pigara mat yung duffel bag. So, sustuan na sa 552 millions. So, sa ikwan natin, LGUs are encouraged to utilize these funds to enhance their ability to provide local health services. So, LGUs are encouraged to utilize these funds to enhance their ability to provide local health services. Kanyan wala ray local chief executives, yung tanso gagawin da, mangitar-iran na medical services, manggawara na medical missions, walay mandonasyon iran na tambal, mangitar-iray tambal, iyakardad saray barbarangay, gawin tanatatang tanagagig, mangitar-iran na hospital assistance, hospitalization assistance, mangitar mangaliwiran na sa medical equipment, man provide iran na nutrition feeding programs at sa rin nanduruman barangay nagkalalulad sa rin eskwilaan agamtan Kanya nagyupang kulawan. No wala rin LGU siyontan, wala rin local chief executive siyontan, so gagawin da. Because wala ya tulong manlalapo at STL. Pero no wala magibagad si kayo, ya manlalapod bulsa da, manunot kayo. Think twice. Iner kasi sunan lapuan tutan. Ya pundo. STL o personal. Nagkalalula, no say programa da, at similar. No personal, man bilang. So sa ti usarandan kwarta, similar balat so activities siya gagawin da at say purpose na say pangitan na PCSO nasa tay 5% at share da the charity fund na say PCSO manunot kila kasi no say mayor say Sakia local chief executive at Sakia Balay nanggawan na medical missions santo ibagaya nalapudbol sa to think twice. Ang ito na libreng tambal, nalapudbo sa to, think twice. Ang ito na hospitalization assistance, bagatong nalapudbo sa to, think twice. Ang aliw na medical equipment, out of his personal pocket, think twice. Nanggawan na nutrition or milk feeding programs, at barangayo, out of his pocket, think twice. Paano nani mamapalikdura bagadan out of their pockets ang tamanaya walay sources to ang tamanaya atan manso may iiter na say PCSO yad sa may operation na small town lottery at balida ya 5% 5% tapyan jaruntan na suportaan so sara may local health and social programs. Social programs, one of the social programs yan iyaring gaunda mangiter na aid. Mangiter na aid, mangiter na cash. At sare totoo agaunta na tatong tanagagik mangiter na ayuda. No sa ibagadat nalapod mo sa da, think twice. Kasi wala ya provision at loy at atong tanagagik that all hangga po'y inbiig, hangga po'y intilak that all local government units in the Philippines receive a share from a small town lottery o STL. Tapyan januntan walay gastusin da tatong tanagagik at saratay local health and social programs which is mandated by the 2020 STL revised implementing rules and regulations. So under the revised implementing rules and regulations, sa kukuruan at sa LGUs is to implement programs related to 1. Medical missions, medicine donations, hospitalization assistance, procurement of medical equipment, and nutrition or milk feeding programs. Kanya no walay mangibalikas sa darapan nyo, they are so proud telling you that this the finances of this project at sa suporta na sa programa at nalapod bulsa nasa kuya local chief executive ay tepat yun pa at sikara no talagang tuwan nalapod bulsa da. So I said, gaya ng sabi ko, as I've said, na wala rin untan, they're so proud telling you that out of their pocket nang gawa yung projects na yan. Think twice. Think twice. So, malinaw na po yun ha. Hello, good morning kay Madam Gina Saltin. Sabi niya, good day po Sir Joseph and God bless you more. Likewise po sa inyo Madam Gina. At ingat po kayo lagi. At sa mga kay Sir Maxi Solis, good morning Sir Maxi. How are you? At kay Madam Charito Balderas Bohol, good morning. Of course, Madam Lynn Coronel, good morning. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat, ha? Friday po today at nalilik na tayo sa petang na panahon. Huwag ho ninyong kalilimutan lagi na kapag lumabas po kayo ng bahay, magbaon ng Big 2. Anto may Big 2, H2O. Anto may H2O, water, danom, tubig. Agauntan. Huwag ho ninyong kalilimutan yon. Kasi pagka po kayo nakaramdam ng exhaustion or dehydration, uminom na po kayo kagad before it's too late. At siyempre, magdala ng pananggalang sa init ng araw. Kasi ni dumalayay panahon tayo at ating tanagagig. May report ko kahapon, iba na po ang galaw sa Pacific Ocean ngayon dahil sa init ng araw, sa init ng panahon. At dahil po dyan, makakaranas po tayo ng Super El Nino. Kapag nakaranas po tayo ng Super El Nino, may kaakibat po yan na epekto sa ating environment, lalong-lalo na sa kalusugan. Kaya pangalagaan po ninyo at alagaan po ninyo yung mga bata, wag po ninyong laging pabiladin sa araw. Aliwangan siya ng saman, during our time, during my elementary days, ang gano pagliagaw, mambabasketball kami. Sa problema milabat nun saman, yang gano paglay pataktak so agaw, alas 12 kagwan. Angga po agka napunaw, hindi ka makakaramdam ng exhaustion or dehydration kasi okay ang weather noon. Di ba? Pero ngayon, everything is under the roof. Pagka naglalaro ka ngayon na ang basketball, it should be under the roof. Otherwise, natuktuk ka, nabaldak ka agmanta. Pero noon, hindi. Kaya nagpapasalamat tayo during that time kasi na-experience pa natin yung ganoong panahon. Ang ganda ng panahon noon. Iba na po ngayon. Ang dahil po dyan sa climate change. Bakit nagkaroon tayo ng climate change? Dahil na rin sa kagagawan po natin, dahil na rin po sa kapabayaan natin, dahil inabuso po natin ang environment po natin. Agauntan at ating tanagagig. So, we are reaping what we sow. Aanian tayo natin sa kwanda, aanian tayo natin may intanom tayo. Kaya ingat po kayo sa init ng panahon. And because it's Friday today, see you again on Monday at ating tanagagig. Pero antabayan po ninyo, susunod kagad ang number 1 kapaborito Joy Baby. SBM, Saray Balitan Matwa. Sa ikabusol na Saray MBTF, managbalite tilatan fake news. Akalubakan tabelang mula sa lawas yung kaaro, lawas yung kapaborito, JCB, Joseph Kanilang Bakani. Kantabay team on the technical side, si Mr. E&D, Engineer Nixon Dakal. See you po Monday mga kapaborito, dito lamang sa number 1 pop music station ng lalawigan ng Pangasinan, DWJE 88.1 FM, Radyo Pangasinan, Paborito.
SPM Saray Balitan Matwa at Radyo Pangasinan. Programan magpasabi na Saray Matuan nagagawa at balay, probinsya, bansa, tandyan intiron mundo. SPM Saray Balitan Matwa at Radyo Pangasinan. Kaulo, Kantabayo, sa Lawas Karo, tang kapaborito yo, Joseph Kanilang Bakanihes. PM Saray Balitan Matwa at Radyo Pangasinan. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 9 hanggang alas 10 na kabuwasan. SPM Tired of the stress and noise of the city and looking for the perfect getaway? Good